Last August, my best friend Brian came over from the Philippines. So we went to Long Island for the Sunflower Festival. Then we went to MetLife Stadium for the Oasis concert. Now, over the weekend, we went binge drinking. And while drinking, we were able to buy this truck. And that's how I ended up with this 2009 Mercedes ML350. Now let's see what's wrong with it. Let me start with the worst issue with this vehicle. Somewhere in this area, the rear driver's side wheel well, there's a gas smell in this area. It's a faint smell, but you can smell it. Now the previous owner said that there was a hose that was loose and they fixed it, and that smell should just be gas residue. But after a few weeks, I can still smell it. So we're gonna investigate where that smell is coming from. Bottom side driver's seat. This is a common issue with the MB text letter. I don't know why. The stitching gets loose and it opens up at the bottom. This still happens with the newer vehicles. I think Mercedes should at least address this in the future. The TPMS sensor has a warning on the dash that it's inoperative. I'm hoping that one of the TPMS sensor is just bad and we can just replace it. Also, we have a brake wear warning. The previous owner said that they just replaced the brakes as well, but there's still a warning on the dash. So we're gonna investigate that as well. So with my handheld scanner, I scan the system and I have two codes. 0522, Diagnostic of tumble flap, intake manifold, open circuit of sensor lines. And 0217, throttle valve actuator. The throttle valve is jamming or is stiff. Hopefully we'll figure this out. But luckily, these codes don't trigger the check engine light. That means this vehicle will pass state inspection. Now I'm trying to get the error codes for the TPMS sensors. But whenever I do this, I go to trouble codes. It's taking a while. These are what I get. And if I try to go back and do live data, get the actual values or tire temperature, it tries to establish vehicle communication, then my scanner reboots. I don't know if there's something wrong with the vehicle or with my scanner. So another warning on the dash just popped up. Apparently our parking lamp front left is out. So just for reference, this is the front light parking lamp. And this is the front light parking light that's out. This is what we need to replace. One plus with this car is that it has two keys. Now unfortunately, the sliders at the bottom of the key is missing. The sliders I'm talking about is the one that you press on to get the manual key out. See, both of them are missing it. Now to get those, you gotta buy the whole shell because you can't just buy the sliders individually. And in case you need to get the manual key, you gotta put a paper clip through the hole to get it out of the slot. So we will probably order a key shell just for the slider at the bottom. Here's something I've never seen before. Let me turn on the windshield washer fluid. Did you see that? Did you see the direction of the other washer fluid? Weird, huh? Let's see if we can capture it from the outside. That is funny. Here's another angle. Checking for body damages. I checked the whole body of the vehicle And this is the only body damage that I can see. And that is not that bad. With only one previous owner, still with 2 keys, and only 102,000 miles on the odometer, this is not a bad buy. This is actually a good buy. So maybe I should start drinking and buying cars at the same time. Of course I'm kidding, don't do that. Anyway, now that you saw all the issues with this vehicle, we're gonna start doing repair videos soon. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.